On the news tonight, analyzing Nigeria's prevailing security challenges, President Buhari summoned security meeting. 2021 May Day, Senate President salutes Nigerian workers. Egba Anglican Communion Synod admonishes federal government on security. Hello, good evening, and thanks for joining us on Channel 12 News tonight. My name is Idrisit Adedogun. The extraordinary meeting summoned by President Muhammadu Buhari on national security is to reconvene on Tuesday. State House correspondent reports that the meeting is critically analyzing the prevailing challenges of security bedeviling the country.
The crucial meeting was convened in response to the renewed attacks in parts of the country by insurgents, bandits, and other criminal elements undermining national security. President Muhammadu Buhari, who summoned the meeting, is seriously worried over the deteriorating security situation and is determined to do everything within his power towards finding lasting solutions. At the meeting were Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Chief of Staff to the President, Secretary to the Governor of the Federation, Ministers of Defense, Interior and Police Affairs, as well as the National Security Advisor. Others include the service chiefs led by the Chief of Defense Staff, the Acting Inspector General of Police, Directors General, Department of State Services, and the National Intelligence Agency, as well as Chief of Defense Intelligence. Participants extensively debated the worrisome security situation, challenges associated with containment efforts, and what needs to be done urgently to restore peace, law, and order across Nigeria. No official statement was released so far as the meeting reconvenes on Tuesday next week. NTA News will keep you posted on the outcome of the meeting when concluded. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the President, Muhammadu Buhari, has approved the reappointment of the following Chief Executive Officers for another term for 4 years. They are Otumba Segun Rushewe, Director General, National Council of Arts and Culture, Mr. Folorunsho Koka, Director General, Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation, and Alhaji Adedayo Thomas, Executive Director, National Film and Video Censors Board. The President also approved the appointment of Alhaji Ahmed Mohammed Ahmed as the Chief Executive Officer, Artistic Director of the National Troupe of Nigeria. Alhaji Ahmed was until his appointment Director of Culture in the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, Bauchi State. In talking agriculture, Nigeria is prioritizing innovation and technology investments in agriculture so as to transform the sector by attracting young people and also scale up productivity. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo stated this in his remarks delivered virtually at the 2021 high-level dialogue on feeding Africa. State House correspondent Jide Onifade.
The current population of Africa is estimated at more than 1.4 billion people. The number will double by the year 2050, as predicted by the United Nations Population Fund. As the population increases, so the demand and consumption of food. For instance, it has been predicted that demand and consumption of rice in Africa will hit 34 million metric tons in the next 4 years. This is an increase from the estimated 26 million metric tons in 2016. Increasing rice production to meet the demand, African Development Bank estimates that the continent will need to spend $5.5 billion on production and processing.
The African Development Bank will invest $10.4 billion over the next 5 years to boost the development of agricultural value chains and food production in Africa. The bank will also invest $1.6 billion in the next 5 years to support 10 strategic crops to drive food security.
Contribute structures to support widespread production, processing, and commercial adoption of high-yielding, climate-resilient rice varieties.
It can only work if our research and development centers are really galvanized.
We need to strengthen partnerships to tap into successful innovations to produce more food at affordable prices.
How do we make sure that government is properly organized in order to take advantage of these opportunities?
Nigeria, Sudan, South Africa, and Ethiopia are among the few African countries that have made significant moves in wheat and rice production. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
The President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, has congratulated Nigerian workers as they join the rest of the world in commemorating the International Workers' Day. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President of the Senate on Media and Publicity, Ola Awoniyi, Senator Lawan noted the significance of May the 1st, which has been set aside every year to celebrate workers as the creators of wealth and to reflect on how to improve their work environment and welfare. Senator Lawan reiterated that the National Assembly believes in the well-being and welfare of the workers and will continue to always provide legislative support for every effort to address their challenges. He urged the organized labor to always look at the larger picture and consider higher national interest in the responses to government policies and actions. In another development, the federal government has reiterated commitment towards providing adequate housing for civil servants across the country. Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, assured the people while inspecting the housing estates at Onidudun in Akinyele local government area of Oyo State. Shola Wahid has the details.
The 72 units of Onidudun housing estate contain 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms of detached and semi-detached units. The minister, while inspecting the houses, charged contractors handling the construction work to speed up completion for people to occupy the buildings to ease the challenges of accommodation.
With regards to housing, we need to give something more. People are falling behind on their rent. People are facing eviction because they cannot pay rent and so on and so forth. There are sadly empty houses also. In the midst of plenty, there is scarcity. So we think that if individuals who own the houses, private sector who own the houses, reduce the demand for 3 years, 4 years, 2 years rent, is a way of giving back.
He explained that more housing units will be provided at strategic locations in the country for the benefits of the people. In Ibadan, Shola Wahid, NTA News.
And moving on, institutionalization of performance management system lead to total cultural change and enhanced service delivery in the public and civil service. This was the submission of the head of the civil service of the Federation at the April edition of the Lunchtime Reform Seminar in Abuja. Adebola Brooksman Sunday reports.
In 2017, the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation articulated a prioritized strategy drawing on lessons learned from the implementation of past reforms and best practices. The Lunchtime Reform Seminar is to x-ray the strategy and implementation plan, performance management system, as well as successor and mentorship program. Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Folashade Yemiesan, represented in a paper presentation, said the service is working assiduously towards the actualization of the set goals.
Effective governance of the civil service as an institution, organizational efficiency and effectiveness, professional and result-oriented civil servants, ethical and accountable workforce, and improved competencies in civil servants.
Public service post-COVID-19 need to support the implementation and adoption of federal government's e-government master plan that will promote infrastructural development, digitalization of government processes and documentation.
Participants deliberated on the need to fully automate the service, abolish all forms of godfatherism, and holistic implementation of policies.
A lot of policies on ground that civil servants have sat down to formulate based on the law for the country, but why won't they implement that? Is the issue of godfatherism also is an age-long problem that has become so pronounced these days, and it has led to indiscipline in the service.
The 2017-2020 Strategy and Implementation Plan, which expired last year, is undergoing modification with input from key players for re-adoption. Adebola Brookslyn Sunday, NTA News.
And moving on, Dangote Cement Plant EPC has concluded empowerment training for 50 youths drawn from 16 host communities on acutherapy. Lekon Agbode reports that the program, which was part of the corporate social responsibility of the company, was concluded with presentation of start packs for each of the trainers.
From Ibeshe to Babalawo, Agaolowo, Onigbedu, and other communities hosting Dangote Cement Plant Ibeshe, these 50 young men and ladies now have a new lease of life to explore entrepreneurial opportunities inherent in acutherapy aspect of medical practice.
An ancient healing method which applies using the hands, the knuckles on a vital point known as acupoint on the body to bring out what is called natural healing.
The Dangote Group, as part of its corporate social responsibility, selected the youth and trained them with startup kits not only to earn money, but also add value to their various communities. The plant director, Dangote Cement Plant Ibeshe, Azad Nawabidin, represented, said Dangote Groups will continue to find ways to add value to the lives of people of its host communities.
It's going to be a continuous program. So this year, there will be a period where we will require recommendation from the host community to go ahead with the training. And if we are to train the same set of people, it's going to be at another level.
The communities appreciated the company for the initiative and described the acutherapy training as an opportunity to make the participants self-reliant.
By the time their business begin to grow, they will still employ more hands, and they will need to train more people too. So by that, so the use of drug, all these things that drug causes in human body, it will be eliminated little by little. So we want to say big thank you to Dangote.
This exercise has helped me to appreciate nature, knowing how effective the natural things God has given to us, like the plant, how effective it could be. First of all, in my local community, I'm going to create awareness, make people know what they call acutherapy, because a lot of people don't know what acutherapy is. And I'll do as much as treating as many people that comes my way and impact others too.
I've been trying to let them know something about acutherapy, because before nobody knew about it at all in my own community. But now I've been putting it in them, let them know what is going on.
I would like to help my community with this, because there are a lot of sickness that doesn't require drugs, but we don't know, because we all believe that we should make use of drugs. But with the help of acutherapy, I think I can try my best.
The trainees used the occasion to display the skills they have acquired during the 3 months exercise to the admiration of those in attendance at the closing ceremony. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbode, NTA News.
And moving on to Ondo State, where students of public secondary schools have received refund of their WAEC fees from Ondo State government, which has taken responsibility of the bill. Students, beneficiaries, and their parents say the government's gesture is a great financial relief. Doris Olumoku.
Following the approval of fund by Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu for the payment of WAEC enrollment fees for all SS3 students in public secondary schools in Ondo State, principals and heads of schools were directed to immediately refund fees already paid by parents. NTA News learned many of the school principals have complied.
I have not received any contrary reports as to the level of compliance with the refund of the registration fees for WAEC to parents. Most of our field officers have reported that the schools have complied and they have paid back the parents.
Parents and students expressed appreciation to the government for the gesture.
When we received the message from the governor, we are very happy.
I want to appreciate the government for what they have been doing because it's a good thing.
The government says the payment of WAEC fees is part of efforts to cushion the effect of the present economic realities. In Akure, Doris Ulumoko, NTA News.
And you're still on to Channel 12 News. More news after the break. Please stay with us.
They have Joe. And what are you saying? It's a lie. How is it a lie? The highest scoring striker ever. Does he have a higher score than
Yes! Kickoff is at 9:45 p.m.
9 p.m.
Settle almost anything football with Google search.
Tuned. Ogun State Independent Electoral Commission has released the timetable for elections into the offices of chairman and councillors in the 20 local government areas of the state. In a statement by the chairman of the commission, Babatunde Oshibodu, says a press briefing is slated for next week Tuesday at the Cinema Hall of June 12 Cultural Center, Puto, Abeokuta at 12 noon. Mr. Oshibodu noted that the briefing will enable the commission to unveil the electoral guidelines of the election at all political parties and the general public. While promising to conduct free and fair local government election in Ogun State, the commission urged all registered political parties in the state wishing to participate in the election to present 2 representatives at the press briefing to enable strict observance of COVID-19 protocols. The commission added that chairmanship and councillorship election will be conducted on Saturday, the 21st July 2021, calling on all prospective candidates to obtain nomination forms from the electoral offices in all the local government areas of the state, not later than 23rd June 2021. Earlier data as released by the Commission includes the commencement of political campaigns and conduct of the party primaries by political parties between Tuesday the 4th and Saturday the 8th of May 2021, while collection of personal data forums from candidates will hold between Monday the 10th through Thursday 13th May 2021. Summation of same candidates will be between Monday the 12th to Thursday 20th May 2021. Screening of councillorship candidates will be conducted between Tuesday the 25th through Thursday the 27th May 2021, while screening of chairmanship candidates will come up between Friday the 28th and Saturday the 29th May 2021. And now to sport update.
Youth and Sports Development Minister Sunday Dare has activated the commencement of electioneering in all 31 National Olympic Sports Federations except football after dissolving their boards, which have run for the full Olympic cycle of 4 years. Director of Federation's Elite Athletes Department in the ministry, Simon Ebojaye, delivered the minister's speech and set a 3-member caretaker committee for all federations.
The ministry requested all national sports federations to submit their constitutions. Regrettably, as at date, only 7 federations have complied. Having consulted with the Nigeria Olympic Committee, the ministry has concluded to organize elections into the federations using the Code of Governance, which is the administrative machinery that regulates the governance of sports federations in Nigeria.
In the meantime, Nigeria's Enyimba International will have to overcome Pyramids FC of Egypt to advance to the semi-finals of the CAF Confederation Cup after both teams were pitted together in Friday's quarter-final draws. Enyimba, who finished at top Group A to qualify for the last 8th stage, will travel to Egypt for the first leg on 16th May, while the People's Elephants will host their North African rivals in the return leg on the 23rd of May. Elsewhere, Brighton will be looking to ease their relegation fears when they welcome Leeds United to the Amex in the Premier League on Saturday, with the match live on NTA Network from 2:30 in the afternoon. Other match day 34 fixtures will see Chelsea entertain Fulham later on Saturday. Sunday's clash between Newcastle United and Arsenal will be followed by the Old Trafford meeting between bitter rivals Manchester United and Liverpool. With sports update, Bade Adeleye, NTA News.
And sports update wraps up Channel 12 News. Thank you for watching. I'm Darius Adeokuta. Bye for now.